Hey, what's going on, guys? Glandus Gaming here, and we're gonna play a different game this time. We're gonna play an Android game. It's available via the Google Play Store for Android and the Apple App Store for iOS. It can be played on any mobile device, such as a phone, a tablet, anything such as that. Or if you want to do it like I'm doing it right now, you can download an Android emulator. You can find Apple emulators, but it's very difficult. I use an Android emulator, and it's called Nox. Do a Google search, and you can find Nox, and yeah. So I'm playing on my computer, so I can record. And so yeah, this is a game called War Ages. I've been playing it for about a year and a half, 2 years. This is one of my accounts, and we're gonna do the basics right now. Give you guys a little walkthrough. In a few weeks, maybe I can do a live type scenario where we're attacking people, so you guys can see that action too. Alright, so we're going to start at the top, and we're going to work our way down on the interface, just so you guys can get a feel for the game. So let's go. So up here in the top left, we've got our hero. So up here you can see my hero name, our level, and the level cap right now is level 55. This is my hero's armor, or gear. I'm set up for food production right now, so I've got an epic food helm, epic weapon, stuff like that. This right here is a construction ring because I don't have another food gear piece for this. But there are two different types of heroes. There are male heroes and there's a female hero, so you can pick whatever you want if you want to go either way. So that's that. This is your hero skill tree down here in the bottom right. When it loads, here we go. So this is the skill tree. Right now he's set up for troop training and food production because he's one of my secondary accounts. It's not one of my main accounts. But you can have a monster tree as well, which is where you set up your skills to attack monsters. And I'll show you that in a minute too. Okay, next we have our force over here, right here. So this is your Lord name. Mine's Glandus Gaming, obviously. Lord icon. There's a bunch of different icons too you can pick for your player image. And then you've got your force, and then you got your force killed, your loyalty, your VIP level. We'll get to that in a minute. And then here's all my stats. So when I say force, this is a number associated with my city. So right now I in this city have 4.8 million troop force, and I'll show you how many troops that equates to right now or in a few minutes when I get to there. But then there's a building force number, which is a number associated with each building I have in my city. And then there's a research force number, which is associated with every research that I have done. So each research has a number assigned to it for this force number. And then that number adds up, and that's what equates that research force number. And then next underneath that is a hero force number, which is the number of force assigned to my hero level. Okay, so if this was a level 52, that there would be a different number there, or 53 I should say, because I am a 52, I think. Hold on. Yep, I'm a 52. So that's the number associated with a level 52. Level 53 is more, level 54 is more, 55, 51 less, so on and so forth. But this is a pretty fun game. I like this game. Obviously, I've been playing it for 2 years. So, yeah. So here's the VIP that I alluded to earlier in that force, under this force menu. So if I go to VIP, this game has VIP levels which allow you to get extra things. So right now I'm a VIP 17. So this is what I get. So with each research and building I build, I get a free 1 hour and 5 minutes off the timer. That's free. I don't have to do anything. Once the timer ticks down to that 1 hour and 5 minutes, I can hit that free complete, and I'll show you that as well when I complete the current research I've got going. Then you've got gold production boosts and so on for wood, food, stone, iron. You get quests. I'll show you that too. Your march speed, so how fast it takes your troops to go from point A to point B. That speed is calculated out, and then with each VIP level, that speed is reduced. You have auto finish daily quests, alliance quests, and then down at the bottom here, you'll see This VIP level gives me a 25% fort boost on attack, 27% fort defense boost, fort life boost, of a troop attack boost, and a troop defense and a troop life boost. And I'll show you those numbers here in a couple minutes as well. So that's the VIP section. And it's based on a point system, so you add points to it. Like I've got a couple VIP points, potions kicking around I could add. It's not going to get me anywhere because I need to get to 375, and I don't have that much banked up at the moment. So, and then you have activating the VIP system, so you can get VIP activations inside the game. So right now, this one has 7 more days left. So if I wanted to add more days to it, I just click this right here, and I can add 5 days to it. So now it's at 12 days. So pretty simple right there. And then over here is what's called your gems. Gems are in-game currency type deal. You can use these gems to speed up things, to buy items in the store type deal. And I'll show you that in a little bit. But this is how you would buy additional gems through their in-app purchase system. Okay, so moving down to this next row, you'll see these icons down here. So this is your food, wood, stone, iron, and gold. Right now, this account doesn't have a lot of resources in it. I've got other accounts that have lots of more resources. So does a bunch of other people, especially people who play this game a lot and farm around on the dead cities. And I'll show you how that works in a little bit as well. So those are the resources. And you can also get resource items. So like I can pop a couple of 1,000 food resource items and it'll add it to my store here. So like let's say the wood, I wanted to add half a mil, so it's sitting at 1.7 mil. If I add another half a mil, it goes up to 2.2 million, and so on. And I can do that for gold, iron, stone, wood. Each thing you try to do in this game, when you try to upgrade a building, try to build a fresh brand new building, if you try to do a research, if you try to train troops, you need resources to do that. And there's a system in place for calculating out how much resources cost for different things. Troops, there are reductions you can get for higher level troops, which I don't have on this account, but I can show you how those things play out when I go inside the researches. So next here you have the menu system, which you have 3 tabs. You have build, train, and then your march. So we'll start with the build tab. This is where you'll see researches and forging of gears timers. And when you see building upgrade timers, that's where you'll see these, is in this build tab. The next tab over is a training tab. It'll show you the troops that you're currently training. Like right now I'm training some archers, some pikemen, and some cavalry troops. Okay, there's 4 different types of troops. There are archers, pikemen, or there are ranged. Those are your archers. You have ground, which are your pikemen, or in this case, my pikemen. And then there's mounted troops, which are cavs. And then there's a 4th type called siege, which are primarily used for fort destruction. Nobody uses them for that in the game right now because it just, you lose all your siege and it half the time doesn't do anything. Okay, but that's that. And then the march tab shows you what marches you have out. So if I had troops out attacking a city, or if I had them encamped in another city for protection, you would see these marches here. But right now there's no marches out. Alright, so over here is where the special gems are. So if you click on that, you can see where you can get more gems. This is your little build icon. So you can go in, when you start fresh, this icon will say blank of 62, like 1 of 62, 2 of 62, 3 of 62. This, you can have a maximum of 62 buildings. You can have 24 economic buildings and 36 civic buildings. You can't go over that. But there are farms which produce food, sawmills which produce wood, quarries which produce stone, and mines that produce iron. These are all resources you need in order to continue in the game. And then down here under civic buildings, you have houses, which increase your gold production and also lower the troop training and healing speeds. The more houses that you have, the faster you can train troops and heal troops, and the more gold it'll produce. Once a resource hits its maximum, these buildings stop producing. So, like my farms on this account, I have 18 of them. So it'll produce up to the maximum for those 18 farms. I'll show you that in a little bit as well. Barracks are where you train ground troops. Shooting ranges are where you train ranged troops. Cavalry schools are where you train mounted. Siege workshops are where you train siege troops, and your hospitals, obviously, are where you store the wounded troops when you get attacked. Now, you're going to see that I have these buildings here. This number 24 and 36 does not add up to 62. That's because there are individual buildings that you have to build in order to continue that don't allow you to demolish them, so you can't get rid of them. And one of them primarily is your civic center. You can't get rid of it. It's always there. So this is the main cornerstone building. It's where you can see all kinds of stuff about your troops and your city. So like right here, my food production is 3.892 million food per hour. Okay, my max capacity of food is 21,675 per hour. Or that's the maximum. I can only store 21,675. I have more than that right now. All that means is my troops aren't eating it, and I've completed some quests that add additional food to it. Because, see, my upkeep right now is 661,000 on this account. So it's far below the total food production. So that allows me to store food in this account at the moment, or at least be food positive, as we call it. Alright. Next would be wood production, is obviously 45,000 an hour. Max capacity is 2.2 million. Or I own 2.2 million, max capacity is 1.7. I can store more than the capacity, but I can't produce more than the capacity. That's what that capacity number is. It'll be the stop number of when those buildings stop producing resources. Same thing with the stone, iron, and the gold for the houses. I own 3.5 million, but the capacity, which is 3.3, is the max number that those houses will produce. Okay, so like I said, I've got 62 buildings, and I did that by clearing out all the forests around here. This account doesn't have any of the trees hanging around. If you see all these little guys running around with these icons above their head, it's free resources, free gems. You know, some people say, oh, gotta get them all, and then some other people, just ignore them. It's dealer's choice, whatever you choose to do, and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. This icon over here is where you see all of your buff information. Your peace shield, your troop attack, your troop life buffs, gold production, food production, and so on. So you can get these items as well. Peace shields are what keep your city safe from being attacked. Okay? You need to have one of these up, otherwise someone's going to attack you and destroy all your troops and steal all your resources. And if you're a civic center 15 or above, they're going to steal your hero and they're going to kill it for a nice hero buff. And I'll show you that in a minute as well. Alright, so you can get troop attack buffs. Like I have 100 of these 7 days. I can put one of those up, and it will increase my attack damage by 20% for 7 days. Same thing for life, gold production. As you can see, I have a food one going right now. Gets my food production up, lets me produce more food, lets me dump the food off to my other accounts. And I'll show you how that works too. And you'll see the march information change. You can add additional marches too. They're temporary. I'm sorry about that. My dog is barking because he's a jerk. So you can add casual marches, which are temporary marches, which last for up to 4 hours. Allows you to send additional marches above your maximum. Okay. March size increases allow you to increase the number of troops you can put in a march, and I'll show you that as well. You can, based on a building's level, you can only have X number of troops in a march, and I'll show you that in a couple minutes here. Alright, we're just going to go over the menu system first. Alright, this down here is the events. There's a special event coming up this weekend, and it's starting Friday night into Saturday. It's a Super Throne event, but normally you would have 3 events. You'd have a solo event, an Inferno event, and an Alliance event. An Inferno event, this one in particular, is killing troops, and you can get gems and hourglasses and stuff like that, and the speed ups, hourglasses, or speed ups as we call them, to reduce time on researches and building upgrades. And then alliance events, your whole alliance works together towards this event, and you get alliance gifts. It's pretty cool. So it's not an individual game, it's a team game. You gotta work well as a team. Alright, moving down further, we have this mystery chest, which gives us a nice mystery gift. Like right now, I just got another 20,000 food. Goes up there, and then you'll see the timer until I get my next mystery gift. Alright, so moving on down, we have game time over here in the left-hand corner. And we've got alliance chat. We're not going to go into alliance chat, because sometimes it's not appropriate for little viewers, but yeah. If you join an alliance, you get to meet some colorful characters sometimes. Alright. Moving down a little bit further in the bottom menu here, this one is where most of the information happens. So this right here is your map icon. We're going to skip that one for a minute. We're going to go over here to quests. These are the quests, like I said, that you get via the VIP. So like right now I can auto-complete all of my daily quests, which is right here, daily. And then every 6 hours, you get fresh quests. Or you can manually refresh them down here in the bottom if you own quest refreshes. So I'm going to clear all those. I'm going to clear all my alliance ones. And if you notice, down in the bottom, I'm getting rewards. So I'm getting materials, experience, adding stuff to my alliance fund so I can buy stuff in the alliance store, getting loyalty, I'm getting a resource. So if I go into like this one right here, you're going to see this is a material for forging gear. Obviously, I get experience. The alliance fund is the amount of points that are associated with the alliance itself. So the alliance store, where you buy stuff, they have to be able to keep it stocked. So in this quest, I gave the alliance 1,000 points. I also got 1,000 loyalty to spend in the store. And then I also got 20,000 stone on this quest. So I'm just going to clear these out. And then you have what are called VIP quests, which you don't get to auto-complete. So you have to start them and let them run out. So like this one's going to take 43 minutes. It gives me a feather, some XP, alliance fund, loyalty, and then a decent chunk of stone to go in my resource stores. So go out of there. There's the quests. Next is what's called the alliance menu. Okay, so these are your alliance gifts, obviously. So you go in here, and you can open up your alliance gifts. Like these are all from monster kills. These ones here are from monster kills. Trying to see if we've got any alliance gifts in here that are from alliance events. Nope. No gifts from events. Not yet. Events ended a while ago in preparation for this special weekend event. Alright, so next, moving down, we have the alliance store, which, like I said, is where I get my loyalty. If I go into the catalog, you'll see this is the alliance fund for the members of leadership to be able to buy things for me to buy. So like they can buy peace shields, they can buy buffs, resource items, speed ups to put in the store, miscellaneous items, random teleports, advanced teleports, cross kingdom ports. stuff like that. Monster skill resets, VIP points, March recall points. So this is the store where I can buy stuff from the Alliance. I have quite a bit of loyalty on this account. So yeah, that's the store. And then you have the Alliance report screen, which shows you people's attacks, incoming attacks on the Alliance, outgoing attacks from the Alliance members to other members, other players, or other cities in the game. And then you have resource assistance, where you can ask for help. So, like, I can request up to 3 million of any resource. So I can go boop, 3 million gold. I need 3 million gold, and then I can hit send, and people will fill the request or not fill the request. Next is the Alliance help screen. So if an Alliance member starts a research or a building upgrade or starts to forge a new piece of gear, they can request help, and then we can help them. So it takes time off of the timer. It's not a lot of time, but it takes some time off. Next is the notice board. We won't go in there because we don't know what's in there at the moment, and I don't wanna, you know, report anything from my Alliance to other people out on the internet. Next, you have the rally war screen, which is where you can rally another player in the game or in the kingdom that would normally you wouldn't want to attack by yourself. So just the other day we rallied a couple people and we did some serious damage to them. And what it was one person set up a rally and we all sent troops to that person to participate in the rally. So that way we can, as a team, take down bigger people than ourselves. So yeah. Down here is the management / other buttons for the Alliance. Like, this is the members. It gives you the whole members list. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm the Chancellor of our Alliance. I'm just using one of my alternate accounts to do this recording because I don't want to give away any of my trade secrets on what's on my main account. So anyway, yeah. But these are the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Ministers, and Vice Ministers, and then the normal members down at the bottom. So yeah, that's that. And I can send a mailing out to all members if I wanted to. I can go to the entire Alliance list, which shows all of the alliances that are in my kingdom. Right now, we're ranked, 6th out of all alliances in the kingdom, which isn't bad. And you can notice we're friendly with a couple of them. We're hostile with a couple. And you can see friendlies, hostiles, you know. And then here's where I would go in if I was in a different account. I would have more buttons, but this is where I can go to the Alliance description and the language for the Alliance. I can't change it because I'm only a member. And then I can leave the Alliance if I wanted to. I don't want to do that. People would be like, what's going on? So yeah, that's the Alliance screen. Collect this mystery gift. Oh, 20,000 iron. Woohoo! I need that stuff on this account. Alright, next we have mail, which is where you see system mails, mails from other alliances, friendly alliance requests. When we occupy the capital, every member gets a mailing that says, we've occupied the capital. This is awesome. Take great benefits in the rewards. And so on and so forth. It's from Gregor the Brave. There's another guy who sends out mail. I forget what his name is. It's like Amon the Wise. He's got a little icon over. I'll show you the icon. It's funny. It's funny looking. He looks like a Gandalf. But this is where you get mails, and then you get reports. Like this one's got delegation reports, when I attack monsters. If I attack someone with this account, let me see if I can find an attack report. Here we go. Here we go. Someone attacked me here. I had no troops, so they didn't get anything. They just got some resources. But down here, he got my hero. And down here some more. He killed all my troops. So I had to rebuild this account from scratch. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway. Moving on. Alright, here's the more menu. That's where you can set all the different settings for your account. So if I go in here and I do task icon, you'll get to see aim on the Ys when I turn that on. Bam! There he is. Lower left hand corner. Aim on the Ys. Will you let me go in? Here we go. And he gives you tasks. I turn it off because I've been playing for so long. I know all the different things I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to turn him off again. And task icon. And bam. Alright. That's the menu. That's all the interface. Now the interface of all the different buildings. So, how long? We've been going for 26 minutes. Wow, I can ramble for a long time. Alright. So, we already looked at the Civic Center. So, let's look at a hospital real quick. So, you have a hospital with X amount of capacity. You can't go over it, and you can't go under it. Well, you can go under it, obviously, but you can't go over that number. So, once you start going over that hospital capacity, troops start dying. Like right now, I've got 449,000 siege units in the hospital. Because I only have 464,000 siege, 464,000 space in the hospital. So when I got attacked that time, I lost a lot of troops. And it's all okay. They can be retrained. Troops are meant to die, as everyone says. Alright, moving on. We got the rally field. Like I said, this is where you can get number of marches and how many troops are in the march. Okay? This max march distance never changes. Never. It's always 4,000 kilometers. That's it. But you can get more troops in each march and more marches. Max number of marches of 6 is obtainable via the rally field. You can get a 7th march via research from the hero tree. And I'll show you that when I get to the Mage Guild. Each building does have minimum requirements to upgrade. So like, see how it says requirements not met? I can't upgrade it to 21 until I get my Mage Guild to 21. Which, Mage Guild to 21 means I have to have one of every other building to 21 before I can do Mage Guild. So, that's going to be a while on this account. But you can see when I get this to 21, march size will increase by another 100,000, rally capacity by another 400,000, troop defense, I get an extra 15% buff. And see, this is where the hero XP comes in. You get XP from a bunch of different places. I didn't show you guys that. Silly me. This is your hero XP gauge. Click this little plus icon and you can get hero potions. Hero XP potions. And you can level up your hero. Once that gauge goes boop, 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 boop. Bing! Level up. And then you get more hero skill points and yada, yada, yada. Alright. Moving on. Jail. This is what happens when you capture a hero. Goes to your jail. This jail is level 13, so it's not overly awesome. Me. But once you get a higher level, once you get a level 21 jail, you start getting some nice boosts when you have a hero in your jail. But you can see the base levels from 1 to 20. The execution speed goes up. So when you capture a hero, there's a timer. You have X number of hours before you get to execute. And then there's an X number of hours after that before the hero escapes. So if you're a Civic Center 15 or a CC 15, we're going to call it CC from now on. It's what I always call it anyway. So when you're a CC 15 or above, you can start executing heroes. Once that timer reaches a certain point, it says execution available. Bam, you can kill the hero and get a massive buff from the altar. And I'm going to show you the altar right now. If the altar, right here. Here's the altar. So, if I kill a hero, this is the buffs I would get with my current level 13 altar. It's not great, but if I go here, you can see that buff increases a lot. especially when you're level 20, you have an altar 21. It's a big buff. It is nice. Your troops hit hard. Collect this mystery gift. Alright, moving on. This is the storehouse. When you get attacked, you can store up to this amount in your of resources. It's resources that are safe from being able to be taken from you when people attack you. So right now, I would be able to save 900,000 food, wood, stone, and iron if I were to get attacked. No gold. All gold goes bye-bye until you reach a storehouse 21, and then you can save 2.1 million, which is the same for the other resources. So once you hit a storehouse 21, that's when your gold starts becoming safe. It's not super safe, but enough of it will be safe that you can rebuild a little bit. Alright, so next we have the armory, which is where your forts are trained. I have no forts right now because I got attacked and zeroed. So I have two sets of forts in here I could repair if I wanted to. It serves no purpose at the moment, so I'm not going to. Alright, next we have the blacksmiths, which is where you can forge all your gears. I'm not going to give away all my gears, but this is where you can forge gears. So if I go in here to like Monster Series, here's where all the monster gears are, and this is the current semi-best attacking and defensing gear. It's called the Ravenous Medusa. Alright, see, that's where you can forge equipment. You can see all the different materials and crystals that you own and so on and so forth. Alright, so let's go to the Mage Guild. This is where you can research stuff. So right now I've got something in my economics tab going. Level 9 food production. So if I wanted to speed this up, I would use what are called speed ups, or hourglasses as they're referred to. Hourglasses, speed up. So if I wanted to, I could speed this up and finish it. Let's do that right now. Oops. You didn't get to see it because I touched that button one too many times. Alright, so let's go in here and let's start another research. So you can see how researchers have a timer. This is the original time, and this is after my hero buff, my hero skills take effect. So you see how it's lower? So if I hit research, I can then hit help, which allows me to ask other members in my alliance for help. Each help, you'll notice down here in the bottom, so-and-so helped you. See, right there. It took off an hour and 13 minutes off that research. So yeah, that's how researches work. This determines how quickly you can reinforce or transport to another person, or to a capital if we were to be reinforcing a capital. That's the march boost that you get for reinforcing. Alright. Moving along. We'll come over here. This is the embassy. This is where you can have up to X number of encamped marches. So if you want to reinforce somebody, they have to have enough space in their embassy to accept the march. So if you wanted to reinforce, someone wanted to reinforce me, I could accept up to 6 marches with this account. No more than 6. Alright, moving on here. We've got the watchtower, which allows me to see incoming attacks, and it also lets me see incoming resource transportations and reinforcements coming into my city. And based on the level, it'll tell me certain information. Like sometimes I'll be able to see what troops are coming, what's the hero's name, what level is the hero, so on and so forth. And then once you reach level 21, I get a fort boost. Okay. These mystery gifts. I'm so like automatically drawn to open them up. I'm so sorry. Alright. over here we have what's called the secret shop, quote unquote secret shop. It's where you can get items um, with doubloons, which we'll cover here in a minute when I go to the next building. So you can spend your doubloons. There's up to 10 packs of items that you can choose from. So like, let's say if I wanted to do this one, I would spend 500 doubloons on some hero energy. I could also skip with 5 doubloons on that one. There's nothing there I need, so I can do another 10. There's nothing here I need, but yep. So I'll skip that one. And you get the idea. Next is the market, which is where the doubloons come into play. So I can send out 3 marches with my current market at 20. So I can go boop, boop, boop. And what these are marches that go way out to another city, wait a period of time, and then they march back. And when they return, I get those rewards. So like when this one returns, I'll get 50. When this one returns, I'll get 44. If this one returns, I'll get 54. I can also click on this little number here, and it'll bring me to where it's going. So I can see what's going on around there. It's a good way to stock out targets. We'll go over that in a minute too. Alright, these are your training buildings. We went over these before, but this is where you can train troops. So you pick a troop, different troops require different things. So training 76,000 archers, arcane archers, requires this much resources. And if I go down, 76, it requires less. And then when you get to the bottom, which is tier 1 troops, requires even less. And it doesn't even require gold for T1 troops. Just putting that out there. Alright, these are the force number associated with each troop. So you'll see like this spear wielder is 2 force. This one is 8 force per troop, and this one is 24 force per troop. Alright, and then if you go up to T4, which are tier 4 troops, you see the 4 buttons, boop, 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 boop. It's 36 force. I don't have them unlocked on this account. And then you have strategic arcane archers. So these are what are called strategic T3 troops. They're the same force number, require the same amount of resources to train, but they're stronger. These are strategic T4, which are stronger than the regular T4, but cost the same amount of resources. Catch what I'm saying? Then you have what are called T5, which are like the top troop right now. Everyone wants them, and people are getting them left and right. And they are 54 force, and they are total annihilators. You get hit with a full march of T5, and if you're not set up with decent gear, you're going to get wrecked hard. So, everyone's gunning for T5 troops, which you can get inside the Research Mage Guild underneath Combat. And scroll all the way down to the very, very bottom. So, lots of research involved. Lots and lots of research involved. Ooh, look, we can help somebody. So I click on this little help, and Hagar is asking for help with researching his level 9 strategic mounted life. So I hit help all, and bam, I just helped produce his timer. Just like he helped me before when I did this one, when I did the stone production. See? It's a team thing. You got to be working with the team. If you don't help the team out, the team don't like it. Alright, and let's go over here, and these are some resource buildings. These are a quarry. And this is a mine. And this is a sawmill. Standard stuff. And you got your houses. Well, this is how I'm laid out. You can lay out your city any way you want. There's a million different ways you can lay it out. Million different combinations. And so yeah. And these are the farms that produce the food, which produce that number right there. And then these are some more sawmills, quarries, and mines. So yeah, that is the gist of it. So, and you can see down here in Alliance chat, people are sharing things. We share stuff with each other, so that way people can see what's out there. And I skipped a section. We didn't go inside the items, which is where you can buy stuff with your gems. Like I can buy a random teleport for 500 gems, or I can buy speed ups, or I can buy combat boosts, or peace shields to protect myself, or I can buy resources, or I can buy chests, which have different things in them, like defense chests for $1,000, 1,000 gems, which gives you 2 random teleports and 2 24-hour peace shields. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Much cheaper to go with a defense chest than to buy straight up teleports or straight up shields. Just a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Keep that in mind. And then you can see your items for each individual section. So this is the shop where you can buy the items, and this is the My Items section. This is what I own. This is what I could own if I bought them. Alright, so that's the items. Alright, so let's take a look at this map that I so cleverly omitted earlier. So if I click on the map icon, it'll bring me out to the kingdom screen, which right now you'll see a lot of shielded cities right near me. Alright, and these lines right here are the delegation lines. So these are my 3 delegations going out to another city, somewhere else on the map. All right, these are the monsters that you can see are around. So let's find a monster that we want to attack. Something fairly decent. I'm not seeing a level 5 around here, which is the max level I can attack with this account. I don't want to attack anything less than that, but I will for time's sake. You'll notice they have levels, level 1s, and they go all the way up to 6. This account can attack anything level 5 and lower. I'm looking for a level 5 preferably, but I'll take a level 4. There's a level 4 Ice Walker over there. I'll take that one. We'll take that one just for time's sake. Ooh, look at that. Level 5 Ice Walker. I'm glad I went back. So, when you tap on a monster, you get this nice screen right here where you can use what's called a max attack or a straight up attack. Max attack takes the maximum amount of energy it can and combines it into one single attack, which is based into mini attacks based off this number. So, this max attack of 365 is probably going to be over 10, maybe not over 10, maybe 9 single attacks. So I could go attack, let my hero march out, hit once, march back, and then do it again. Or I could do a max attack. But there's a twist. If you do a single attack, each attack gets stronger because of a combination buff. So I'm going to do a max attack just for time's sake, so you can see this. So you see how on the march screen, I have one march out. It's taken 7 seconds to get there. You can see, nice little animation. Boot, doot, 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 doot. And then the fight animation. Oh my god, it's so awesome. And then you see his health go down. So now if I go in here to my reports, no, not my gems, my reports. Thank you. You can see my fierce attack. So I had 8 attacks into that one max attack, which did 17% damage to this Ice Walker, which gave me 42,924 experience for my hero. But see this combo section right here? Because I did one max attack, I didn't get any combo bonuses. But if I had done individual attacks, I would get a combo bonus. So like, see, my current combo bonus is 0. If I attack this same monster again, I will get a 10% combo bonus. So each individual attack gets stronger based on what you're researched for combo bonuses and what your skill points are set for combo bonuses. And then down here you'll see I got 20 foot of gauntness, which are materials to forge gears to increase my hero's power. Ice Walker gear is primarily used for monster killing. You use the Ice Walker helm, the Ice Walker weapon, and the Ice Walker chest piece boost your attack on monsters. Different gears give different boosts. So there's that. So, like, let's just say I wanted to send, not my iron farm, we'll send Glandus Jr. We're going to transport some food. So we go to transport. You can see I have up to 200,000 troops I can put in there, and I can send 2 million at a time. So if I hit quick select, you'll see it selects troops. Right now I only have enough. Oh no, I have more than that. Yeah, okay. So it selects a number of troops it needs to fulfill this number here. So it can transport 2 million, so it's 2,000,008. This 8 doesn't matter, it doesn't do anything, it just lets me send 2 million. So if I go over here to the next screen, boop, 2 million, on the way, and there's your transport. I can do it again for as many troops as I've got. See, I don't have enough troops, so I can only transport 1 full march and 1 partial march. We're not going to do another partial march. I just wanted to show you the transport aspect. Same thing works for reinforcing. So if I hit reinforce, I can send troops to my other account. There's only one downside to that. The downside is, if I hit this reinforce button, it's going to send a message saying, you can't do this because you have a shield on right now. Do you want to continue and lose your shield? And it will kick my shield off so I can reinforce if I want to. And I'm not going to, because I don't want to accidentally kick my shield off, because I have a multi-day shield on and I don't want to lose that. Alright, so that's transporting. I can also gather resources at all these resource stations. I wouldn't recommend it in my kingdom, because my kingdom is a tile kingdom. And in the tile kingdom, people will attack you at tiles. So, K27, Kingdom 27, not recommended to gather. Just putting that out there. Unless you're quick. And you monitor the tiles like a hawk. Because otherwise, you will get attacked. And you will lose the troops, and they will get the resources, and they will get the kill force from your troops. So, ixnay on the tiling. On the gathering, I should say. On the gathering, eh? Alright, so that's that. Alright, well, I think that's all the basics. I can't show you an attack right now because I have so many days left on this multi-shield. I really don't want to waste it because they're expensive. Because you can't buy a multi-day shield in packs. You have to buy them individually. A 5-day shield is 5,000 gems. Right now I have a lot of gems on this account, but we're not taking that into... We're not new. No, not going there. Not going there right now. But maybe next episode, if you guys can hit that like button, you can hit subscribe, comment down below if you want to see additional videos on this game or on other games. Let me know. Alright? You guys have a wonderful time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to look at the Play Store or the Apple App Store to find this game called War Ages Legends of Kings. It's free to play. You have an option to buy if you want. You don't have to, but you can. So yeah, hit that little like button, hit the subscribe. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. Hit that dislike button. But if you did like it, hit that like button, get subscribed, find more information on me, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.